guys, it's Becky Bamboo. Guess what? It's Friday. It's Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday. Yes, it's Friday. Yeah! Okay. So it's December 10th, 2010. Christmas is like, what, 2 weeks from tomorrow. That's mind-blowing. It's crazy, right? So I had a couple things I was wanting to kind of talk about in my video today. I've been doing some reflecting in the last week or so. I kind of all of a sudden had the realization with Christmas being so close that it's also almost my 6-month surgiversary, which is crazy. That's insane that it's almost been a half a year. That's nuts. So I had my surgery June 28th, so December 28th is, the big day or whatever. That's just, it's mind-blowing to me, really. But it's kind of fun because that means that officially I can start incorporating beef and pork back into my diet, which admittedly I've already started to do with beef. I have tried some steak a little bit and some ground beef. All of that has gone down without a hitch, which is nice. I'm not going to lie, I was freaking out the first time I ate steak. I was chewing, and I'm still very, very paranoid with it. But I think that, the progression that my surgeon wanted is, it's right time. So who cares if it's a couple weeks early, right? It's not that big a deal. I have not had pork yet. I'm anxious to have it. The only kind of thing that I'm hesitant on is a lot of times when I eat pork, I would eat it barbecued. And barbecue sauce and meat, it's pretty sweet. So maybe I need to look at the store and see if I can find a barbecue sauce that's not as sweet as what we were using. Maybe that'll help. But anyway, so yeah, lots comes with the 6-month surgiversary. The 6-month surgiversary is also kind of the end point where my surgeon said he can't really promise any more of the honeymoon or weight loss, magic weight loss. Beyond that point, not to say that a lot of people don't have it for a while after that, because most people do. But he said that's kind of just the rule I go by. You need to work as hard as you can the first 6 months, and then he said keep working as hard as you can, but know that the weight loss may start to slow down. So it's kind of scary, but honestly, I'm ready to tackle it. Whenever my honeymoon phase, or I don't know what the hell it's called, magic weight loss, I don't know, whatever. Whenever that ends, it ends, and the rest of my life starts. I mean, just because that ends doesn't mean it stops for me. I'm ready to tackle this process until I hit my goal, and once I hit my goal, I'm ready to tackle maintenance. It's just that simple. I plan to, when I hit goal, continue to do all the things I've done from starting June 28th, the day of surgery, for the rest of my life. I will continue to watch my portion sizes. I will continue to eat good lean proteins. I will continue to get my water and my vitamins in. Nothing will change for me. This is my new life. I couldn't be happier with my new life. A lot of people ask me, and I keep getting more and more questions about surgery from people when I'm out and about, and it seems like it's ever growing, that it's like a negative thing, where people want to know, well, what, aren't you sick, or isn't there downside to having surgery? Is there a downside to surgery? For me, there has not been. There just hasn't been. Food used to rule my life, literally rule my life. I didn't go take a single breath in a day where I wasn't thinking about what my next bite of food would be. I seriously lived to eat, period. That was it. It's not that way for me after surgery. I eat to live. That's it. When I go to a restaurant to order food, or if I'm at home thinking of what I'm going to prepare, the last thing from my mind is getting the thing that's going to taste the best. It's, what do I need out of this meal? What does my body need? My body needs good protein. My body needs, whatever the case may be. It's always, always, always started with protein. I look for protein first. It may not be the most delicious thing on the menu. I don't really care. If that's what my body needs, that's what I'm going to give it. If I only got 13 grams of protein in a day, and I know, it's dinner time, then I'm going to eat something that I know is full of protein. That's what I look for. you know, getting steamed veggies or grilled veggies is always a bonus. But I don't ever really have a chance to eat too much of that anyway. So, you know, it's just it's a different lifestyle. It's a different world, and I could not be happier. People, when I get asked, is there anything negative about having had the surgery? No. Are you kidding? I've lost 145 pounds in less than 6 months. No, there's not. And I get a lot from people. Oh, so now you can't have all the stuff you used to eat. I can have whatever I want to have, you guys. I have to do it in moderation, which is what we should all be doing anyway. If I want a really rich dessert, or I feel like I really, really miss having dessert, I have my husband order something that he wants. I have one bite of it, and I'm good to go. I just don't crave that stuff a whole lot, especially sweets. Sweets to me, I just don't crave a lot. Occasionally, I get in the mood where I want to have my own dessert, or I want to have something. That's where all these good sugar-free recipes come in. I keep continuing to look and search for new things and new ideas and try new things in the kitchen, and I did that before surgery, to look for new recipes and try new things. So it's nothing new. It's really not anything new for me. So yeah, I guess I just have been doing a lot of reflecting, and when I keep getting these comments about and questions about like what are the negative things of surgery, it's really hard for me to pinpoint anything. Is dumping syndrome a negative thing? It depends on how you look at it. Same with that stuck feeling. It just really depends on how you look at it. For me, I reflect on those as really positive things. They're good reminders of that I'm not normal. My body is no longer normal. It's put together in a different way, and that is the reality of the rest of my life. It is forever altered. I'm good with that decision. I wouldn't have had surgery if I wasn't good with that decision. And you know, like when I'm at a restaurant and I'm with a bunch of friends or family and I'm just having a good time, having a conversation, living my life, and I chew and I don't chew enough and I swallow and I get stuck, I get that instant reminder of, you need to pay attention to what you do when you eat. I think that's really important, because I think that's where it all got me in trouble to begin with. I didn't pay attention to anything that I was eating. I didn't pay attention to the type of food, the volume of food, nothing. So it's really, I look at these negative sides of gastric bypass as a positive thing, because that was part of the reason I was drawn to have it done, is because I needed those reinforcements of, you know, you don't want to do this because you're going to get sick, or you don't want to do this because of whatever reason. So really, really important to me that I have those things, and I'm really thankful that I do dump. I mean, as crazy as that sounds, I'm very thankful that I do, because it keeps me in check. It keeps me from straying and trying a bunch of really sweet stuff. If I have something sweet, I literally have a bite and I'm done. I just don't go beyond that. I don't care to, because dumping is that uncomfortable. So anyway, yeah. That's kind of the reflecting I've been doing. The other thing I wanted to comment on is I was at the mall last night with my husband, and it was a very nice trip. I haven't had a trip to the mall where I've enjoyed it in a long time. Obviously, things are a lot different now because I'm smaller and whatnot, but I kind of got to the point where I was hypersensitive to people and to the reactions that I would get from people just by me living my life. I would get comments and snide remarks and snide looks and things like that, just for me being there, being present. That was difficult for me, and I became so sensitive to it that I am always finding that I am aware of who is around me, where I'm at, what people are talking about, the looks people may be giving me. And what I have found now is that I'm more of a normal, socially accepted size. I'm no longer the big whale that, you know, is in the room. It feels good to not be that, but it also feels good to feel like I belong. I fit in. I can go to JCPenney's, I can go to Kohl's, Old Navy, Sears. I can go pretty much any normal department store and find clothes that fit me. That alone makes me feel like I fit where I am. There's been times when I've gone shopping with friends or whatever at my heaviest, and if I go to Old Navy or I go to Penny's or I go wherever, I know I can't fit into any of the clothes there, and it was such a discouraging feeling, and I felt like an outcast. Like I felt like people were looking at me like, what is she doing here? There's no way she could buy clothes here. That's a hard thing. So anyway, while we were at the mall, we were walking, and I caught eye contact with a gentleman who was walking towards me. He was probably my age, maybe mid-30s, just by himself, had shopping bags. Obviously, he was Christmas shopping. And he just kind of made eye contact, and he had kind of a funny look on his face. And I was expecting a snide look because that's what I've become accustomed to. But instead, what he did was he smiled at me. He smiled. I know that seems like such an odd thing to like talk about and like pinpoint, but it meant a lot to me. It was really kind of neat. And I actually expected him to, as he passed, to say something awkward or to give me a weird look after he thought my back was turned. So as he passed, I turned my head to look at him, and his smile was gone. But then he made eye contact with me again, and he smiled again. I felt almost like he was flirting with me in a way, but obviously I was there with my husband. I'm not looking for any kind of new relationship or anything like that. It's still just nice to have somebody of the opposite sex smile at you. I don't care if you've been married 60 years. It's a pleasurable experience. So it definitely made my day, and it made me feel like I could be accepted in society again, and like I do belong. I can go to the mall, and I can go to a lot of stores at the mall and find clothes that fit me. That's cool. I can, it's just it's something spectacular to have such a different experience. Just 6 months down the line. 6 months, that's all we're talking about. That's not even a year. That's virtually nothing in your lifetime, you know what I mean? So pretty cool stuff's happening with me, and I'm really loving it. I tried on Levi jeans for the first time ever, literally ever, and I just slid right into a size 24, and it's like I wanted to cry in the dressing room because I feel normal again. I feel normal. I can wear normal clothes. I can, I can shop at the stores that I love. I would have been wanting to shop at for the last 5 years. It's just really cool. So anyway, that's kind of my reflecting. I just have noticed a lot of changes in myself, and my husband and I did some reflecting the other night at dinner, and we're commenting on how this has changed both of us more than we ever anticipated it. From the start, I said, gastric bypass isn't going to change who I am. Oh my God, it changed me a billion times over, and it keeps getting better, and I keep feeling like a better person and a stronger person, and I'm not only physically stronger, but I'm mentally stronger too. I feel like I can tackle anything that came my way right now. And, my husband kind of reiterates the same thing, that initially it was really hard on him to be open to the changes. But when he just let go and just started to go with the flow, he started to see that he was very unhealthy too. And he feels better. He's more active. We're both more active. We're happier. Our marriage is stronger than it's ever been, and our relationship's stronger than it's ever been. And that says a lot when we've been together almost 8 years. We've been through some really hard times, and to come out of it the way that we have right now, and we get on each other's nerves, doesn't everybody? We piss each other off on purpose sometimes, doesn't everybody? But for the most part, I think we're so solid, and we're communicating better than we ever have. And I have to relate all of that to weight loss surgery, because without it, it wouldn't have happened. It just wouldn't. I don't think we'd even be together still right this moment, 6 months later. So if those of you who want to know if I'm reflecting, yes, I'm reflecting big time, and I'm just loving life. I really am. So anyway, that's just what I had to talk about today. I just really needed to get some of that out because it's just kind of been in my head the last few days. So that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Take care. I'll see you soon on Monday. Mwah! Love you.